Hello, and welcome back to Garmo builds things in Minecraft and then tells you about it. I'm going to go ahead and get this piece of machinery started because it's going to take a little while. What I've created is I've created a stopwatch. I originally designed it so that I could time how long it takes for a horse to complete a course, so that I can measure how fast they are and find out, so I could breed a fast horse, a horse that could jump high and whatnot. Over here is the start button, and over here is the end button, but you can really place this anywhere. The way it works is that the start and end buttons feed into this memory cell. And the way the memory cell works, if you don't know, is that once it turns on, it stays on, and once you turn it off, it stays off. That's why the two separate circuits are there. And the first thing that happens is that the circuit comes over to what I call a time differential circuit, but I don't know what it's actually called. If you know, you can go ahead and leave a comment and tell me what it's actually called. And the way this works is that when this redstone line turns on, it goes into this repeater, and one tick later, bam, it's already down here, and it's pulling that piston down. However, when it comes time for this redstone line to turn off, 1 second after this redstone line turns off, this repeater turns off, but this one's still on. So that means that piston's still pulled down. But then eight ticks later, then it turns off and the piston pushes up. That gives the time for this dispenser to do its job. It pulls down quickly so that this thing can get started right away, and then it waits a little while before pushing back up just to make sure that it does its job efficiently. It doesn't end up dispensing something into the block that it pushed up there. And what's causing that to fire so fast is this comparator clock. It's a 1 clock, or is it a 2 clock? I don't know. It spends 1/10 of a second on and 1/10 of a second off. And so that's why you keep hearing this sound. And so in this dispenser is 9 stacks of redstone, which is set to 576 items. And using a rate of 5 items per second, that would be 115.2 seconds, or 1 minute and 55 seconds. But this is actually a wrong number, because in the time it takes for this to fire in 2 items, this hopper right here has put another item in there. There's 14 hoppers here, and it just keeps feeding things back into this dispenser. And so basically that doubles the length of time that it can continuously fire without messing up. So that's a total of 1,152 items, 230.4 seconds, or 3 minutes and 50 seconds that it can measure accurately. And let's go ahead and turn this off. Look at it go. So what's happening now is that as soon as the items get brought up to here, immediately this hopper up here grabs 5 stacks of redstone. And then every 0.4 seconds, or 2.5 items a second, it puts 1 into here. It puts 2.5 items into this hopper, which goes down this hopper chain into this chest. And at the same rate, this hopper down here pulls its own item from this hopper, which also goes down to this chest. So this chest is being filled, as you can see, at 2 items at a time at about 2.5 updates a second. Did I say that? Yeah, it is 2.5. I forgot how long a second was. And the same thing's up here. 2 items are being pulled every 5 items. This is diminishing by 5 items a second, and that chest is filling by 5 items a second. And so while this is filling up, I guess I can talk about the full system. This lever right here is my refill system, and what this lever is doing is that it's preventing this hopper down here from grabbing the contents out of this chest and returning it back to the dispenser line. There is enough redstone in this system right here to completely fill all of these hoppers and the dispenser with nothing left over. That is a total of 79 stacks of redstone, 5,056 items, or about 16, 17 minutes. I lost my math, otherwise I'd tell you. But there it is. It's right there. And it can measure it pretty accurately. Oh, stack's gone. Wonder how much longer it's going to take until this is done. It's still too long. So if I... Oh, no, it's still measuring. So if I can grab... I'm doing this wrong. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every stack of 60 redstone is... should be 2 minutes, shouldn't it? No, that's not right. Please read the text on your screen to figure out why I'm such a huge dumb. Okay, so this is the measurement that it gave me, and I believe that its accuracy speaks for itself. If you have any questions, be sure to comment, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. And basically, the reason why I'm not telling you, giving you an exact schematic is because a build like this is just, a series of its parts, and I feel that I should have been able to explain and show off how each of these parts work, so you should be able to make it and fit it into whatever thing you want. This item elevator is just a solid thing of glass. And so when you push items into a solid block, it just keeps moving up and up and up and up until it gets into an air block that it can just sit in. So this thing can go up as far as you want. The reason why I have this here is twofold. I have it because it looks cool, and because also this would be the floor, and it helps hide the redstone work of the build itself, and it also, while still making sure that the output is above it so that you can easily read it without having to go down and look. So I guess it's time to refill this system. There it goes. Well, this is Garmo, and I will see you next time.